Okay, I've already started, so whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, this is SS Yoga. Welcome. My name's Marie. I'm the instructor, and I hope that you find this helpful, especially with all of us alone together right now. So we're going to begin with the mindful warm-up, which means we sit back in the chair, and we have our feet and our knees facing straight ahead, nice and tall in the spine before you lean back. Hands are soft in the lap. And then it's your choice if you close your eyes or you keep them open. But at this point, you're just listening to your breath. This is an important part of just talking about centering yourself. And as you listen to your breath, keep every one of those inhales lengthening the spine and every exhale softening the face, the shoulders, the arms. Each exhale softens the legs. Take those breaths long and slow. Inhale and exhale. Yoga is a practice of movement with breath. So we will have a focus for today called Ujjayi, and that breath means ocean breath. So as you sit comfortably in your chair, if you would close your eyes, again, close your mouth, and you will only breathe out of your nose. And this will be a breath that sounds kind of like a ha. So as you put that tongue up to the roof and a little bit back, you can hear that ha sound kind of like a seashell or a Darth Vader. And it's a relaxing breath. It's one that's also known as ocean breath. So we'll practice that for a few breath cycles. Take one more breath cycle like that, and then go back to your regular rhythmic breathing. And we'll start with some cleansing breaths. So I choose to sit a little more forward. As long as your back is away from the chair, you're in a great place. And we'll drop those arms by our side, nice and soft. And as you raise those arms, take in a nice long inhale, lengthen that spine, fingertips touch. And then as you exhale, lower those arms the whole way. And we'll do another one. Inhale, bring those arms up nice and slow. And exhale the whole way that you lower those arms. And this time we'll come heart center on the exhale. Bring those palms together, right down the midline. Exhale the whole way. Drop those shoulders and relax. And now we'll start with some sun salutations. So we'll start with the lateral, which is the right and the left. So we'll take the breath the same as before. Inhale, and then drop that right arm, and as you do, exhale and stretch a little bit. And inhale, and the left arm will lower as you exhale. Same set. Inhale, and right arm drops to exhale. And inhale, and left arm drops to exhale. We'll come heart center on this next exhale. Inhale, palms together, right down the midline. Allow those shoulders to relax. And we'll go with the next one, which is the twist. So we'll be twisting to the right and the left. Inhale stays the same. So inhale, I'll twist towards the right, lower both arms, and exhale. And inhale back to center, twist towards your left, and lower those arms to exhale. Same set. Inhale, twist towards the right, and lower. And inhale, twist towards your left, and lower. Inhale, and we'll come heart center on this one, palms together, right down the middle. Let's put them together. So we'll do lateral, lateral, and a twist and a twist. So here we go. Inhale stays the same. Right arm will lower, and exhale. Inhale, left arm lowers, and exhale. And inhale, twist is next, towards the right, and lower. And inhale, we'll twist one more time towards the left and lower. Inhale, center, heart center for that exhale. And now we'll begin with range of motion, and we'll start with the eyes. So nice strong back, your shoulders are lined up over your hips, and we'll do inhale and exhales, but they're around the clock so we can warm up the eyes. So we'll start by looking at 12 o'clock, and all the way, move those eyes as wide as you can until you get to 6 o'clock, and then your exhale begins 6 to 12 o'clock. As you get to the top, let's go other directions. So eyes make a huge circle, counterclockwise, all the way around, and back to center. And now let's help our neck a little bit and our pivotal joint right there. So we're going to do the same thing, but with our head. So we're going to tip, careful with your neck, tip up, take a nice big inhale the whole way that you are going around from 12 to 6. Cross across the front here, across the floor, chin to chest. Now the exhale begins as you go up the side and across the ceiling. And as you get to center, let's go other direction. Inhale the whole way, the first half of that circle, as wide of a range as you are comfortable to make, and back again, all the way to the ceiling, and then back to center. And we'll do one for our face. We hold a lot of tension in our face, so we're going to help a little bit by pretending you're squeezing a lemon, so you have that inhale on a squeeze, and then on your exhale, a big giant smile. We'll all smile together on this one. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale. Okay, let's help those shoulders a little bit. We'll drop the arms to the side, and as you roll them back, take the inhale on the rise and the exhale on the lower. So it's a gentle move. It's meant to warm up the shoulders. Anything we do in this class should not hurt. It should not feel uncomfortable. Then just pull back on what you're doing, and then let's go in other direction. And nice and strong, simple rolls. Inhale on the rise and exhale on the lower. One more rotation. And we're back to center. This one, if you followed me before, you know it's my favorite. It's called Sunflower, and it warms up the waist and the hips. So we're going to bring those arms up. If your shoulders are giving you trouble, bring them back to waist or heart center. Otherwise, we are reaching for the sky. Those hands stretch out nice and wide, and we rotate to the right. And a big, huge breath as we inhale, reach towards the front, and now the exhale begins. Again, big inhale, and reach towards the front, and a big inhale again. One more time this direction, all the way around, warming up waist and hips. As you get to the top, reach really strong, and then go in the other direction and around, and exhale the lower half, and inhale all the way around. Exhale, this is so good for the back, the spine. One more time, around. As you get to the top, take that one more beautiful breath, feel those lungs, and exhale to heart center. And then we'll do the hands under our right thigh first, so that we can warm up the ankle a little bit. So turn the foot around, make small circles for yourself. Be careful of your back. Always easy to crunch over when you're lifting that leg, so just a little bit. Rotate in the other direction as well. And then we'll spell the word alone. So capital A, please. Cursive or print, your choice. And then we'll relax that foot. Let's take those hands under our left thigh. Lift just a little bit. Check your spine, check your back here. And then rotate the foot around. Small circles, gentle, warm up for that ankle. And the other direction. And now we're spelling together. Capital T. I know we all want to watch our foot while we spell. And there we go. Our last one for range of motion is cow and cat. So I prefer to sit a little more forward in the chair. That's your call. Feet and knees straight ahead. Tall chest, tall shoulders over hips. Remember, on the cow is taking in the breath, so that shoulder blades come together. You bring that chin up. You fill those lungs as deeply as you can. Big breath here. And then as you go into cat pose, the chin drops to the chest, round the back, push those shoulders forward and feel that beautiful stretch, and then come back again. Let's do another set, nice and strong, cow pose, shoulder blades together, feel those lungs, into cat pose. Drop the chin to the chest, round the back, roll the shoulders, press into that move, and we'll come back to center. Water's always a good idea, so right now before we start with work, take a sip. You can take a sip anytime, but I'll remind you a couple of them. We also have that 1, 2, 3 check for yoga. 1, I feel fine. 2, I'm moving but feel fine. 3, I don't feel quite right. I need to stay seated, and then let somebody know. Otherwise, we're going to begin with our work session, so I'll be standing behind the chair. Match up those heels with the chair legs and the toes turn out as much as you are comfortable. And you've got those hips tucked under. We're going to do mountain pose. It's a strong, strong pose. Those arms stretch out to the side. We have a little gentleness in our knees, so we haven't locked them back. And we are pressing into the ground. This one is a good one for us today. It's going to help you feel strong, feel confident, and feel grounded. So each time that you take a breath, feel that spine lengthen to the sky, and each time that you exhale, feel those feet pushing into the ground, giving you that nice strong feeling. Close your eyes if you choose. Remember, your stability is compromised just a little bit when you do that, but take in those nice deep breaths. Take one more deep breath, and then we'll bring hands to chair to begin. And we'll start when we'll do 4 different moves, and then we'll put them together. Our first one is lunge. So we're going to take our left foot and face it straight ahead. Step the right foot back on the ball of the foot. Both feet are facing straight ahead, but on different tracks. And now as we press into that left knee, make sure you've squared off to the front of your room or your chair. And then it's as if you're giving a gift. Hold that gift out in front and reach it forward. And you might stay right here. This could be your move, or you can take that gift and bring it up a little higher. Listen to your shoulders and your hips. If this is a good spot, stay right here. Otherwise, continue to keep this going. Don't hold your breath. We're reaching for the sky. We've got a nice arch in our back. We're pressing into the ground and we're reaching for the sky. 2 opposite energies going at the same time. Keep that breath. Take one more inhale, and then we'll exhale as we return. And then we'll step forward with the right and back with the left. Ball of the foot and back. Press into that right knee, nice and strong. Always get that stability first. Then reach forward with that gift. And as you reach forward, you might stay right here, and that would be perfectly fine. Or you can reach up as high as you would like. And as you do, you start to feel an arch in the back. Keep pressing into the ground with that forward, that right knee and foot. Hold that stability with that back foot. Reach for the sky and press into the ground. Keep your breath going. Take one more big breath and then exhale to return. And then we'll step forward and we'll go into Warrior 2. So we have our left foot facing straight ahead. Our right foot steps out. Remember to have heel and arch match up. The trunk is to the front. The arms settle on parallel. I'll bend that right knee. And now right here, those shoulder blades should come together as you turn and look over your right fingertips. And as you do that, keep pressing those shoulder blades together. Take a breath and see if you can exhale into a little bit deeper. And now let's move right into reverse warrior. So we're going to drop that left arm by our side, and that right arm is going to reach up. And as it reaches up, you can feel that nice arch in the back. Take that breath with you, don't hold it. Reach for the sky. Keep your stability, press into the ground with those 2 feet. Come back with those arms parallel to the floor. And then we'll take another breath and exhale to push back in. And we'll go to the other side. So we've got right foot facing straight ahead. Left foot steps out. Arch and heel match up. How far apart they are is up to you. We're going to turn that trunk to the front. Settle on parallel with those arms. Press into that left knee And now as you bring those shoulder blades together to line your shoulders with your hips, let's just turn and look over those left fingertips. Keep pressing those shoulder blades together, tuck in the hips. And now we're going into reverse warrior. So we're going to take that right arm by our side and lift that left arm up as high as you are able. Keep that breath going. Reach for the sky, press into the ground. Nice arch to the back. Let's move ourselves back to parallel arms to the floor. And then take that breath and exhale back to center. So we've done two in the same moment there. And now another one that's good for strength, and it's called chair pose. So you have your feet about lined up with the chair legs, perhaps maybe a little bit more wider or narrower, it depends on you. The weight is in the heels and the hips. So I'm going to be lowering myself, but I want to be as tall as I can from the waist and the head, but as short as I can from the waist down. So I'm going to lower down, and then I'm going to push my hips back. As I do that, I should be able to wiggle my toes. And then my arms come forward soft so they don't bring the shoulders up, and we sit back in those heels and hips. This one you can feel it immediately, but it's such a good bone and muscle strength position that it's so good for everybody, any age. Sit back, you should be able to wiggle those toes, hold on for just a little longer, don't hold your breath, and then we'll take a moment to stand tall and just wiggle that one out. That one always feels it. And now we'll put them together. So lunge, warrior two, reverse warrior, and chair pose. We'll do them in a flow, and we won't hold any of them for very long. So I've got left foot forward, right ball of the foot back, press into the knee, bring that gift forward, and then reach it up as high as you would like. We're not going to stay in this pose long now. We're just bringing it up. Take a big breath, exhale back. We're going to move into warrior two. So we're going to place this left foot in a good solid spot, step out with the right, heel and arch match up. We're going to settle on parallel. Bend that right knee, bring those shoulder blades together. Look over your right fingertips. Reverse warrior's coming, so we're going to bring down that left arm. Reach. Take that breath with you, big breath. All the way up. Reach for the sky. Come back to parallel. We're going to push off and move ourselves into chair pose. So we've got those feet standing nice and strong. Again, lined up with the chair. Sit back in the heels and hips. Perhaps those hands come forward. Wiggle those toes just a little bit. And then we stand up nice and strong and take a cleansing breath. And now we get to do the other side. So we're going to step forward with our right and back with our left. Ball of the foot and back. Press into that right knee. Nice and strong. Get the stability first. Reach with that gift. Bring it up as high as you are able or would like. That back will arch. Reach for the sky. Take that breath and bring it back down. We're preparing for warrior two. So hands to the chair for a moment. Adjust your foot. Step out with that left foot. Heel and arch match up. My trunk is to the front. Arms up and settle on parallel. Bend that left knee. Bring those shoulder blades together. And then look over your left fingertips. Press into that position a little more. And now we'll move to reverse warrior. So we'll bring that right arm down and that left arm reaches up. And as it reaches up, take in that nice big breath. We're moving back again. Exhale. Push off and prepare for chair pose. Feet are lined up with the chair. We sit back in the heels and the hips. Lower with a nice strong spine and reach forward with chair arms. Toes should be able to wiggle. Don't hold your breath. I almost said hold your breath. And then stand up and let's take a nice cleansing breath. And that's our first sequence. If you're feeling like you need a sip of water, please do that, and then we'll move to a second set. This one will be much more about stretching. First position is triangle. So we've got our left foot forward and we step back with our right. They're on different tracks, but the legs are straight. So we create a triangle position. Push those hands out, and let's take right hand and reach it up and over. So you give that back a nice twist. Take in a big breath as you open up that chest. Maybe that left hand can come to the chair, to the side or behind your back. Reach for the sky. And take that big inhale and exhale as you come back to center. We'll do the other foot, so we're stepping forward with our right, back with our left. Again, on different tracks, straight legs. Make sure your trunk is towards the front. Push out, take that left hand and reach it up and over. Nice twist to the spine. Press way back. Open up that chest, take in a big breath, and then exhale as you return. And then we'll go to the reverse triangle. So we're going to step forward with the left, back with the right. Same leg position, straight legs, they create the triangle. My trunk is to the front. I'm going to push out, and now I use the opposite. So my left hand is going to reach out. Right could be on that chair if you like. Up and over like a big giant rainbow, huge arch. And as I reach back, my chest is still open, but I have more of a twist to the spine. And I still have both feet even weight planted on the ground. And then I'll bring that hand back. And I'll do the opposite. So we're going to step with the right, back with the left. And those legs are straight. The trunk is to the front. Nice and tall, push out. And now I'm taking my right hand. And as I do that, I'm building this beautiful rainbow, big giant arch that comes up and over. Perhaps that left hand can stay on the chair or to the side or behind the back. And take a big breath and return with that exhale. So we've done triangle and reverse triangle, and now we're doing down dog, a super huge one for those shoulders and the back. Hands at the top, try not to grip, that's hard on the wrists. So we're just keeping them at the top. We're gonna step back. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. And as we step back, we're pushing the weight to the heels and the hips. The ears, you want your ears to get between the elbows, so my face will go down for a moment. And I'm pressing back with the hips and the heels. I can wiggle my toes, and I hold this position for a few breath cycles. It's a beautiful stretch for the back, the shoulders, the lower back, everywhere. So keep that in mind. Try not to lock the knees. Keep them gentle. And take one more breath, and then come forward with your exhale for down dog. And the last one is a lateral stretch. So we've worked everything on this stretching cycle. So we're gonna go up on the toes. Take that left hand, reach it out to the side, all the way across the ceiling, all the way to the other side. This is your inhale, and then exhale is the return. Come back to flat feet, and we change. So now it's the left. Go up on those toes, reach way over, stretch across, and exhale on the return, and back to flat feet. And let's take a cleansing breath. We've done our second set, and now we're going to put it together. So we've got triangle, reverse triangle, down dog, and then the lateral. So here we go. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Triangle shape for the legs. We're going to do them all in a row. Push those hands out. Take that right hand and reach it up and over. Beautiful arch. Opens the chest. Take in that big breath, and then exhale as you return. We're going to move right into reverse triangle. So I'm just going to take that other hand, my left, push it out, and now it becomes the hand that builds that beautiful rainbow. Nice giant arch, a big giant breath. Here you can feel those lungs, and then exhale as you return, preparing for down dog. So hands are at the top. We step back with both feet about shoulder width apart, and we've got gentle knees. Don't let them lock. Ears come down between the shoulder, between the elbows. Press into the heels and the hips to give a beautiful stretch. We're just here for a moment. We're going to take a breath. Exhale as you step forward, prepare for lateral stretch. Going up on those toes, left arm comes up, reaches way over. Nice and strong, big breath here. Exhale as you return. And then the other side as well. Inhale, right arm comes up, reaches way over, and exhale. And then we'll take a cleansing breath. That was nice. And we are done with our second set. We'll move into the stretching that finishes at the end. Good time for water and a good time to do that 1, 2, 3 check. 1, I feel fine. 2, I've been moving, feel fine. 3, I don't feel quite right, I need to stay seated. Then let somebody know. Now we'll return to the chair. Give myself a water quick here. Let's start with goddess twist. So you are on your chair, you've got your heels matched up with the chair legs, and you're nice and tall. We tend to pitch forward. I think it's the Minnesota walk, right? So shoulders over hips, we're nice and tall. Take those arms and just take in a big breath. And now we'll take that twist. We're gonna bring those arms inside of your thighs to press against them for your own inner thigh stretch. That gives it just a nice gentle way of stretching those legs. And now we'll do the same but with the twist. So open up big and strong, nice big breath. Take your left arm, bring it inside and press the way you did before, and then reach for the sky with that right hand so your spine gets a gentle twist. And we'll do the other side as well. So big and strong, huge breath, and then drop that right arm inside the thigh. Left arm reaches for the sky and give your back a little twist. And then back to center. And then let's move to pigeon. Always a good one for the glutes. So we've got right foot that crosses over left. You can keep it on the floor, or you can bring that leg above the knee. And as you do that, now check your spine, that it's nice and straight, but also for safety for joints, put that left foot and knee, face it straight ahead, nice and tall. As I always say, let your heart lead you. That makes sure your back stays straight. So your heart leads you forward. And as it leads you forward, you have a nice straight back. You start to press in and you'll feel that stretch in the right glutes. Such a good one, especially if you're all out walking now and sitting, those glutes get very tight. So this one, you press into the hinge from the waist. You are not hunching over, we're just a nice straight back pressing forward. And then we'll come up and let's do the other side. So we've got a left crossing over, and you can keep it right there if you like, and then it's more of a lower back stretch. Or you can bring it above. And when you bring it above, let's check that right knee and foot, make sure they face straight ahead. You've got a nice tall spine, and you let that heart lead you forward so that you are creasing from the waist. You're not rolling those shoulders. They stay straight, and as you press forward, hinging from the waist, now your left glutes should feel a good stretch. And you're relaxing into that pose, and you're just pressing it forward. Don't forget to breathe. And then we'll come back up. And then let's take care of eagle. So it's a nice one for the top. So we've got that nice, beautiful stretch out. Take your left arm, bring it across. Take your right arm and bring it underneath. And you have some choices. You could bring your hands to shoulders and stay right here, or you can bring them and cross those hands. Now I have my right hand under, so you can also choose to bring your right leg over and cross if you like. That'll give your hips a little more stretch. Take in a breath slowly as you rise with those elbows. Inhale. And as you exhale, you lower the elbows, you drop the chin to the chest, and you do round the back, and you give yourself a beautiful stretch in the upper back. This is a slow move. We'll take another one. Inhale, let those elbows rise. And exhale, lower the chin to the chest, round the back, roll the shoulders forward, exhale slowly, and come back to center, and we'll do other side. So a big, nice stretch out. And take that right hand and bring it across, and the left hand comes underneath. And now again, you could choose to stay right here, or you can bring them together. And another option is to take that left leg and cross over as well. We'll take this inhale as we rise up with those elbows, and the exhale slow, like a leaky tire. It's slow, the chin to the chest, the rounded back, the rolled shoulders. And another strong inhale as you rise. So we're really doing soaring eagle. And then exhale as you lower those elbows. Be gentle with that neck and chin. And come back to center and nice stretch out. And then let's take care of hamstrings and calves. Another really important stretch, especially if you're all out walking these days now. So take that right heel and dig it down into the ground. Toe comes up, but keep the knee soft. Don't push it in. And now we have a nice strong chest. We have hands on that left thigh. Again, I say let your heart lead you forward so the back stays straight. If you can keep that right toe up, it's going to help you stretch out the back of your legs, the calves and the hamstring muscles. So as you press forward, keep that toe up, and it's going to help you with that stretch, and you'll feel it almost immediately. And I would never hold a stretch more than 30 seconds. Between 20 and 30 is really the ultimate. But for the sake of our class, we'll pull that in, and we'll take that left heel down, left toe up, My hands are on my right thigh now, and I have a nice tall back. I'm going to hinge from the waist, so I'm letting that heart lead me forward. I'm trying to keep that left toe up as much as possible. That way I've got the best stretch I can. And look at your toe, make sure that it's pointing up and not to the side, inside or out. That changes the muscle groups too of what you're stretching. So you just press into that hinge and let yourself feel that beautiful stretch in the calf and the hamstrings. And then we'll come back, and then we're just gonna do a quick lateral stretch. So we're gonna do something we opened the lesson with, where we take those arms and bring them up, and we'll drop that right arm and just exhale and let that left hand really reach to give you a stretch. And then again, inhale, center, and now I'm dropping the left arm, but again, that right arm is what I'd like for you to do, is stretch that out just a little bit and come back to center. And then what we'll do is one angel breath. You know I always finish this way. Palms are to the front. So take that big breath in and reach for the sky. Turn those palms back and exhale. And then the very last segment is the one that's called relaxation. Perhaps you want a sip of water before you do this, but we're going to sit back in the chair, even weight on those sits bones, feet and knees face straight ahead, nice and tall in the spine before you lean back so your chest is open for big breaths. Those hands are soft in your lap. Your face is soft. Take in those breaths. Perhaps you're closing your eyes so you can center. Center. Listen to your breath. Listen to that inhale as you lengthen your spine, and that exhale as you soften your face, your shoulders, your arms, your chest. And as you are listening to that breath, it's a calming breath. It's one that helps you stay focused and stay calm. And just take a few more breaths like that. And now, as I always do to close my classes, I'll sit a little more forward for 2 cleansing breaths. The second one will come heart center. So we'll take those arms and drop them by our sides and take in a nice strong breath. Bring those fingertips together and exhale as you lower slowly. The second one will come heart center. So nice and strong. Inhale. This time bring the palms together, right down the center. Relax those shoulders, relax everything. And now take your heart and your strength and your courage into the day. Namaste.